Hi, I'm Nick Hamilton, and we're at Road America in a 1969 Chevy Camaro. So, building our way up to the lap, this car is all about maximizing your exits. The car is pretty much of a beast. It's always trying to move on the way out of the corners. So it's all about car control. As you can see, building up to our lap. Starting the lap, it's going to be a third gear right-hander, which is probably a gear higher than you thought you would be, or I thought I would be, definitely, at the start of this lap. Going to go down into third gear, braking heavy, turn it in, wait for the front, get on the power, a little bit of correction on the exit, using every inch of the road as we can, and again, braking, down into second, turn it in, get to your apex, pick up the power, fight the car a little bit on the exit, and then up into third is a long back straight. Quite a bit to think about. Want to make sure that we maximize our braking point into the hairpin that's coming up next. Keep the wheel as straight as we can. Braking heavy, down 2 into second, down 1, 2, turn it in, get to the curb, get on the power, use a bit of the exit curb, and then another second gear, tight left-hander, get to the curb there, use the exit curb, and then it's going to be a little lift as we turn in second, get to one apex, over to the left hand side, back over to the right, second gear left-hander, braking, down 1, turn it in, missed the apex slightly just there, still used all the exit curb. Now this is a late apex right-hander, carry all the speed in, the car wants to push out to the left hand side, we're going to tuck it back in, get to the curb and fire it out, fighting the car all the way to the exit. Now it's a really quick right-hander in fourth gear, we're going to turn it in, miss the curb a little bit, we just managed to stay on the road at the exit, bring the car over to the left hand side, it's a heavy braking second gear, hairpin, down 1, down 2, turn it in, get to the apex, a little bit of a correction on the exit, stay to the right hand side, a little lift in third, back over to the right, then back over to the left for heavy braking into second gear, get to the curb, bit more steering lock, a little bit of a correction on exit, and then work your way through the gears, up the hill, and that's a great lap at Road America. Hi, I'm Nick Hamilton, and we're at Classic Le Mans in a Porsche 917 Longtail. So working our way up to the start of the lap, one chicane this time, maximising your exit, up into third, going all the way through the gears, and getting ready for turn 1, which is a flat out right-hander, in fourth, up to fifth, before we start braking heavy underneath the Dunlop Bridge, braking heavy now, down 1, 2, into third gear, turn it in, over to the right hand side, hit your apex, get on the power, nice and smooth, under another Dunlop Bridge, the old school branding, turn it in, second gear, use a bit of the runoff area, and onto the Mulsanne straight for a good minute or so. Building up speed and preparing ourselves for the right kink that comes up next, up to 382 kilometers per hour as we feed it into the right hander, 380 kilometers as we now look for our braking point. We're going to brake heavy into the heaviest part of braking, whole of the circuit, into first gear, turn it in, A little bit of understeer on the way out, maximising our exit, up into 4th gear, really focusing on the next sequence of corners that are coming up, the right-hander, which you don't want to carry too much speed into and compromise your entry into the hairpin. So we're going to turn it in, 4th gear, 3rd gear, and then down into 1st gear for the left-hander. Use a bit of the runoff, don't hit the grass bank on the right hand side, and then another heavy braking down into 1st gear for the hairpin. Turned a little bit too early there, had to wait, be patient. Up to 2nd gear, 3rd, 4th. Now this has been a good lap, so we don't want to mess it up. Try and keep everything as straight as we can all the way down these long straights. It's super important not to scrub any speed off as we go into the start of the old school Porsche curves. Turn it in, 5th gear, down to 4th for the left. Try not to hit the barrier on the exit, and now get ready for the last chicane where we brake heavy. Down, 1, 2, and turn it in. 1st apex, 2nd apex. A little bit of oversteering correction on the exit. That is a great lap of old school Le Mans.